So Kelsey Plum just won WNBA Player of the Week by AP. And this is not in any way a surprise. Not a surprise at all. Well deserved. And I'm going to be real here. Like, one of the better weeks of any player we have seen in general. I don't think the WNBA has released their Player of the Week. And they're probably going to give it to Stewie again. Because that's just the way they do it. They do things over there. He's probably just going to go and give it to Stewie. Because why not? Stewie just needs to win everything. How she won Player of the Week last week, I have no idea. My guess is that it's probably going to be in the West, has to be Kelsey Plum. They won 2 games. And I think they went 2-0 last week. And obviously they've gotten themselves into the hunt for the playoffs. They are level. Basically, there are... How many teams? There are 4 teams that are tied with 3-3. It's mad. Other than the Connecticut Sun, none of the others look that bad. And if Layla Khan comes back to Connecticut and the Sun finish like 4th last or something, I mean this. I actually think... Layla Khan should be given MVP shouts, or at least all WNBA shouts. But yeah, it is. Look, it's one of those things now with Kelsey Plum where she has. This is why you leave LA, you leave Vegas. She was always huge. Like, Kelsey Plum was always Kelsey Plum. And let's not get it twisted. Like, Kelsey Plum has been one of the main players in the WNBA for a long, long time. But there's a different type of recognition being the third option maybe on that Aces team. And look, she won her rings. She won her 2 rings. She's probably not going to win a ring in LA. But like, look, she's going to be she might go down as one of the greatest guards this franchise has ever had. Even if she does play 4 years. And she doesn't seem to be slowing down in any way. Like, a guard like Kelsey Plum, who's a downhill guard, a little bit less than like a Kalia Copper, but like, she's going to fade kind of fast. When she regresses, she's going to really regress. And like, that might be in 2 years. But like, Kelsey Plum is somebody that took a monster discount. Like, people don't understand this. She's getting paid less than Ariel Atkins. She is getting paid less than Ariel Atkins. She's getting paid less than Dearica Hamby. She's getting paid less than Neka Wunke. She's the 4th highest paid player on her own team. Like, she left money on the table so that the LA Sparks could pay Erica Wheeler $600K a year. Like, that is, like, kind of wild. That is kind of wild. But again, this is a good thing for the league. And in terms of like parity, in terms of like interesting games, Kelsey Plum being in Vegas is not as good for the league as Kelsey Plum being in LA. Why? Because Kelsey Plum is a fun player to watch play basketball. She is legitimately fun. And if you look in the WNBA, whereas in 2023, people are like, oh, it dilutes the talent, but it also moves around a lot of the tippity top players. So if you look in 2023, you could argue 3 of the 5 best guards. 3 of the 5 best guards were Jackie Young, Chelsea Gray, and Kelsey Plum. You absolutely could argue that overall. But now you're like, who are the best guards? And I mean this, it can be a forwards league, but in a lot of scenarios, people tune in to watch the guards. Because there's none of those, outside of like maybe like prime Kalia Copper, the WNBA doesn't really have any of these, like, they don't have like these LeBron or KD type wing scorers that people are going to want to watch. The closest thing to a KD type wing scorer is Paige, probably. That being said, you've now got a situation where there's a lot of good guards, on a lot of different teams. A lot of good guards on different teams. Like, you have got, even if you look at the bottom, when Layla Lacan rocks up, Layla Lacan is legitimately good. And people at least like watching HVL play because she was a high school star. You have Alyssa Thomas on the second last team. Then you got Citron. And as garbage as Georgia Amore is, she's fun to watch. And the Washington Mystics are going to be one of these terrible tanking teams. We know what the Washington Mystics are going to be. They're going to be a bad tanking team. Obviously, Kelsey Plum there with the Sparks. The Seattle Storm, Flaw J. Johnson, Toronto Tempo have like the shot-chucking twins of Brittany Sykes and Marina Mabry. Then you got, for the 3-3 Sparks, you got Kelsey Plum. For the Fire, you have Carla Late. For the Liberty, obviously, you got Sabrina. And even Astia and Johannes off the bench. For the Sky, you got Diggins. For the Valks, you got Burton, who's really good. But the Valks are more so just... The Valks as a team are greater than the sum of their parts. For the Lynx, you got Olivia Miles. Then you still have Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, fucking Kennedy Carter, Caitlin Clark. And Jordan Canada's been super. Alicia Gray, Ryan Howard. Like, there is a reason. If you are a casual fan, there's a reason to watch every one of these teams play. Like, you're not looking at the... Even when it comes to the Dream, you're not watching the Carl Smesco Dream. You're not watching the Tanisha Wright Dream from 2024, where their goal was, we're going to dump it into Tina Charles every single possession, and Tina Charles is just going to let it fly. She's going to shoot every time she touches the ball. That's no longer what they're doing. The Aces, in the defense of the Aces, they've kind of, to an extent, 180'd. And when Kennedy Carter's on the floor, she's the number one option. Minnesota have decided we're just going to run spam the pick and rolls. And they're going to probably continue to do that when Fia's there, because they don't have these connective bigs or connective big wings like a Bridget Carlton, like Alana Smith, like Jess Shepard. They don't have those players anymore. But yeah, it's one of those things where like, there is a reason to watch all these teams now, and a big reason to watch Sparks. And I'm sorry, if Kelsey Plum wasn't on the Sparks, they would be like my one team where I'm like, there's actually no reason to watch this team play. There's no reason whatsoever to watch this team play if she wasn't on this team. But she is. So there's a legitimate reason to go and watch Kelsey Plum play basketball, to watch the Sparks play basketball. And her winning player of the week just shows why she left the Aces, why it was the right decision. Even though, yeah, she didn't win a ring. She's won 2 of them. It is good for the damn league that Kelsey Plum's out there playing for a team that, realistically, without her, are pretty garbage. So yeah, see you guys.